Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina, Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your May general reading. This is different from the new moon reading that I completed that really covers the first couple of weeks of May. This reading is intended to cover the entire month of May generally, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. It is aimed for those with Sun, rising, moon sign, Venus in Gemini, but anyone of any placement that is drawn to this reading is certainly welcome to enjoy it. I hope you get something from it. It was inspired by the solar eclipse that is occurring on April 30th, however. For the flavor of this month, solar eclipses are more about the present as we move forward, and the lunar eclipse, which is coming up mid-month, and I will make a separate video for that, has more to do with the way we're reviewing the past as an impetus to move forward. So we're going to take the new moon energy conjuncting Uranus in Taurus of the solar eclipse as the overall energy that is encouraging us to make the changes gently, creatively, innovatively in areas where we are comfortable, but we have learned that in order to progress and to move forward in a positive fashion, we must make certain challenges to the way that we have habitually responded in the past. And this is the result of the many months of retrograde planets and deep soul work that is facing those uncomfortable patterns, those triggers within ourselves, so that we can be free of the limits that are often self-imposed. So with all of that said, if you enjoy this reading, if you find it useful, please like and subscribe to my channel. Gemini, let's get started with an overall energy, the moon. The moon card is indicating your ability right now, your sensitivity to connect with unconscious energies in your life, your subconscious energies, those triggers, those deep connections to your past, your family of origin, behavior patterns that you are linking up with a variety of invisible experiences that you have. So in addition to being highly sensitized within your environment to those invisible forces, you are also probably receiving a lot of information through your dreams. You're probably having rich connections that allow you to return, even to fantasize and imagine various scenarios. And this is really coming from a deep place of rootedness in you. This is where not only do we connect to those forces in our environment, but we're connecting with the entire collective unconscious that is a part of the energy the entire planet shares. So this is you really tapping into all of the non-human entities that assist us and sometimes harm or block us. In early May, we have the Three of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. There's a lot of emotional experience and information that you are reviewing and wanting to share with your loved ones in the spirit of support and empathy. So there are events that have occurred. There's a lot of grieving occurring for you, and in concert, in connection with your loved ones, those intimate supports that exist in your life. The grieving is really a lot about the natural loss of rich emotional experiences. It's about reviewing those losses, those heartaches, and recognizing through it all that what remains is the gratitude we have for for the our ability to emotionally connect with others and with our greater selves, with our higher sense, where we recognize now that we have greater potential. The Nine of Wands is indicating your need and ability to persevere through some tremendously tough odds at this time. You are so invested in the efforts you're making. It is requiring everything you have to move forward and reach your goal. And you are not giving up. You have not given up. This support that you provide for your loved ones, the intimacies you share, are part of what is bolstering you up and giving you that final push determination to continue on and reach your goals. In the middle of May, you have the Ten of Cups, the Magician card, and the Tower. Don't be alarmed by the magicians in the Egyptian deck's green skin. I will try to do a little research on that, but it is a positive thing, and it is a reflection, an indication of the alignment with godliness. So that is the predominant energy in the middle of May, in concert with the Tower. The Tower shows you receiving unexpected information that is challenging your commitments to institutions, the organizations you work with or for, the businesses and institutions that are a part of your life. Socially, we're receiving a lot of unexpected news, surprising news. Some of the information that we are receiving could be absolutely catastrophic to those in positions of power, to whatever elites those represent. However, you are in a position of being in complete alignment with this divine energy, this universal flow, and you are actually pointed towards less of the things and the material trappings that this information impacts, and you're more in attunement with this wish fulfillment, this emotional satisfaction that is emerging as the primary principle of your life, to understand the richness of the community within which you live, the numerous gifts that you share unselfishly, and that comprise a kind of legacy that you are a part of in maximizing the abundance that is within your life. It's recognizing the tremendous gifts that are a part of the life that you live, and your contribution and generation of those gifts that flow, the sharing of intimacies and support, the understanding and the attempt to understand the difficult things in life, the information and the structures that are no longer serving not only you and your loved ones, but anyone. Those things are designed, are intended to fall away. Whatever is falling away is more genuinely more positive in terms of clearing space for new and better structures and organizations to be built that will serve the social good in a much more aligned way that is not so focused on material trappings of success, but more of the emotional experience of sharing, communication, and social experience within your relationships. So you are in a perfectly well placed to receive this information that can be catastrophic and ruinous for some, but it will likely come to you, Gemini, as positive. You will likely see the positive flow and the betterment that will come about as a result of these drastic changes that are being forced upon us. And this is very much in line with the energy of the solar eclipse that is upcoming and is shaping the energy of May overall. And that is, we have to make changes within our own lives and changes within our environment and our world. And if we harness that desire to change with ultimate care for our well-being, our health, our vitality, our love, we will be in alignment with the changes that, with the improvements that these changes can result in. Towards the end of May, we have the Six of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. The Page of Pentacles, it's called the Knave in this deck, but it's also called the Scribe in the original Egyptian deck that these are based on. The Scribe gives me a clue about the way that you are processing the changes for within your environment and for your own improvement, advancement, your personal growth. And for you, Geminis, who are master communicators, very adept at sharing within your local communities, your neighborhoods, within your family, among your intimate friends, you are encouraged to record the changes and the feelings that you are experiencing that are bringing you what feels like tremendous growth and recognition. You are being recognized for your efforts. You are being rewarded for your efforts, although it is clear to you and the entire community that you work on behalf of that the goal has yet to be attained. However, you have won this battle. You have gained a victory, and part of the reward is the recognition of the tremendous work that you have done and that you do. So this recognition is critical to you balancing this internal sense of well-being that is an evolution of the work that you've done to really understand the things that we consider failures. We consider our disappointments, so that you are being met by the universe recognizing that you have done the work to continue your growth, to balance your growth, so that you are in a position of sharing this sense of balance, modeling the sense of balance that has led you to this victory. The Ten of Swords is indicating, again, tens are all portals, and this is the second 10 in your reading, which is auspicious. Tens, however, are very indicative of changes and you stepping into a portal, a new direction. It's interesting that we have one of the best tens, the Ten of Cups, which indicates wish fulfillment, divine blessings, sharing and loving among a community of loved ones, and the Ten of Swords, which really talks more about the efforts you have been making, not only in the last few months, starting in fall of last year, quite possibly, but in many ways for many years. This could be a decade's worth of real effort that you have invested in understanding the things that have not worked out well in your life. You have really applied your vast understanding to understanding the role that you played in the things that were disappointing, in those opportunities that never met their potential, and in those spaces where it would be easy to blame others for your failures. However, having understood the role that you played in them, you are now in a position to release the suffering and pain. And I know this is amazing news, because as you are experiencing this, It feels magical. It's feeling like you just woke up one day and you're feeling lighter and clear and less burdened. And this is part of the tremendous release that you have earned through this ability to care and give unstintingly to others when asked, when requested. So you have earned this release from suffering. You've come out on the other side and stepped again into a new portal of not only understanding with the Ten of Cups, but of strategy, of inspiration, of understanding that your thoughts are what create your reality. I'm going to clarify the Magician card in the middle of your reading with the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. This is showing me your growth, and you have a fair amount of cups in this reading. And this is really describing your growth, your openness, the ability of the difficulties you've been through, the difficulties that your friends have been through. Your family, your community has really opened up your already grand capacity to really explore your feelings, to accept the feelings that are a result of these events that are occurring, to really take responsibility for those feelings, to own your feelings, and to continue to grow in your ability to understand and manage those feelings. This is also unleashing a tremendous amount of creativity for you. And I'm suspecting that you are having opportunities, they may be small at first, to do the things that you really love doing, to grow in the skills that provide you pleasure and comfort, and the things that allow you to create beauty and harmony in your environment, and to receive and share that with others. So this is you questing for better experiences. And again, in alignment with the solar eclipse, you are making changes that feel good. If we've learned nothing, we've learned that we can manage the changes that we make within ourselves. It is the acknowledgement of change that is giving you the power and the understanding that you are going after something that is very important to you, and you are on the road to a success. I'm going to finish up this reading, Gemini, with a botanical inspiration and ask again if you're enjoying this reading, if you're finding it useful, to please like and subscribe to my channel. And I thank all of you that do. I chose the primrose. The key words are youthful love. Claudia Grandi says, "If I had a single flower for every time I think of you, I could walk forever in my garden." I'm going to leave it here. Gemini, thank you for your time and attention. And until next time, Namaste.